Hello there.
Yo, what's up, Aaron? Welcome. What's up, Rad Rewind? What's going on, buddy? Just doing the last couple little things here, and we're gonna get going. Continue this jumpstart unboxing, mass box opening. Hope you're having a good Friday, dude. Happy weekend. All right. Copy. Accountant. All right. Now we're good. Oh, where were we? We got more stuff to break down. We're doing these decks here, I believe. Oh, I gotta get a trash bag. Be right back. Mass box openings equal lots of trash. There we go. And now we can finally re-begin, I guess. Re-begin. All right. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but I'm hoping to get through breaking down these packs tonight. That would be ideal. Yo, what's up, Captain? Captain Insano. What's up, dude? Hope you're having a good night. What's good with me? Just chilling, man. What's good with you? ZAB. How has cardboard been treating you, dude? MNTTT. I love this mic, but this boom arm is it gets a little in the way sometimes. Just left the gym. Nice. I actually live like less than a mile away from like a borderline mile-long bridge. So starting Monday, I'm going to be going to that and doing that in the morning. That way at night, I can just go to the gym for 45 minutes real quick, do what I need to do and leave, and still have plenty of time to do stuff. Nice, dude. MH3's pretty... how much did you get? I saw that Stomping had some for not a bad price. The plus or minus can be a little brutal, but ultimately it's still pretty good stuff to open. That's a set that if you get any kind of lucky, you're doing fine. Walking the bridge. Yep. I think it's like it's actually closer probably to like 3/4 of a mile over. So the plan is to go over and then back, and then over and then back. So that'll be about 3 miles, which I could probably do in about an hour. So like do that in the morning, get woken up, work, then go to the gym at not at night, but like when I get off work. That way, by the time I get home, I'll have like an hour to like calm down and eat, stream, a couple hours of content, making content or listing or whatever, and then go from there. Happy Thursday night stream. I changed it. It should say Friday. I got 2 cases and 2 more I'm waiting for from Distro. How much were you able to get them from Distro, if you don't mind? I'm just curious. You don't have to say if you don't want to. I don't know if it's like not public knowledge. Bronze, can you explain streaming platforms to me like I'm 5? What are you trying? What am I explaining? Also, hello. Like how they work, or like where's the best place to do them, or how hard is it to do? I always wonder like how much more cheaper things actually are. It's directly from distro versus like buy groups that shops run. I use Streamlabs, but I'm also I'm not technology literate for the most part. I think technically OBS Studio's better, but Streamlabs definitely does a lot of hand holding and dumbing down of. Proof that I have on notifications. Yeah, man, what's up, dude? How was your Friday been, Mike? Always glad to see you. CHABBCE Bloody. Zealous Conscripts is one of my favorite red cards of all time. It has haste and it just yokes something and it's fantastic. It is so fun. Oh, I'm gonna play this guy. I'm safe. Oh, actually, no, I'm dead. My videos when recording on OBS are getting laggy and I don't know why. I'm wondering if I've left the laptop open too much and it's getting dusty inside. Probably not. It probably just has to do with what your settings are. Like if you go to like, I don't know how it is in OBS Studio, but like there's settings where like, depending on like the hardware of your computer and what it can handle. So it might be worth checking that to make sure like your computer's like not working too hard to compensate for something it can't do. But it shouldn't just randomly start happening. Streaming used to be good for streaming with multiple hosts, but then they got bought out and increased the prices. Yeah, that's true. But I have been using it for Sunday morning conversation. It is not a bad thing to use for that. But I agree. It's about $1,400 with fees and shipping. A little cheaper now with it selling out. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, Streamlabs is like basically OBS with a oh my god, here we go. The once a stream I screw up with my overlay. Yo, what's up, Albatross? It's Streamlabs is like it's like OBS, and then there's just a nice filter on top of it to make it look pretty. And from what I understand, like it takes more effort to run Streamlabs because of that, but I just don't like OBS, even though it's basically the same. Yo, it's probably your graphics card, yeah. Once you sort and list your inventory, how do you divide it in the actual box? One 5-lane per set, or one line per set? Yeah, I just go line by line, and then so for instance, right now with the Foundations Jumpstart I already have listed, it's exactly 2 5 rows. But if it required like 8 rows out of 10, I would usually just leave the 2 blank for potential future cards for the same set. But like sets that I have small amounts of, like I have a couple 5 rows where it's like a lot of older sets, and it's maybe like a third of a row or a half. I just go in set order, and then I just shift them around when needed. I don't think I have a very strong laptop, to be honest. You probably don't. It's honestly, man, it's one of those things that, I mean, you've been killing YouTube, right? You've been making content daily for I don't know how long. I don't know what your situation is, but it might be worth just treating it like an investment and just getting something halfway decent. Or doing the one-time purchase and getting like a pre-built from iBuyPower or something, or PC part picker with a guy that knows about computer parts and have him help you build it. But yeah, it's like if your frame rate doesn't match your bit rate and stuff like that, then things can get all it can get a little crazy. That is also true, Dios. If he hits the like button, it's probably gonna snap right into place. What's going on, dude? That's better than me. I have a bunch of sets with less than 100 cards and decided to just put them in a 1,000 card binder. I mean, obviously, there's no wrong answer, but I don't care. I'd rather just have them all sitting in a box and just move them around. But I also do direct and do other stuff too, so. But that's a very reasonable thing. I just hate, I mean, like I hate de-bindering things. I hate it. I hate it more than people hate zippering. So, you know, just chuck it in the box. All my conditions go in different boxes. So if I have like a bunch of, you know, near mint, light play, moderate play cards for the same set, they all get their own box so I don't make any dumb mistakes. How strong would I need my laptop to be? Oh man, I need someone over my shoulder pointing at things and explaining it all to me. I don't think it needs to be that crazy, but I don't know. I'm still in the boat of one-time big buy purchase. Just get like. Cause like I made my computer. Well, I didn't make it. I bought the parts and someone helped me build it during the pandemic. It's probably like 7 years old, and I probably won't have to upgrade anything like as an actual necessity for like 2 or 3 more years at a minimum. So it's like if you know, do it once, you're gonna be set for quite a while, and then you don't have to worry about it again. And you could probably use it as a business write-off to a certain extent. The velocity of the stuff in the binder is slow enough I don't have to worry about the bindering. Hey, solves that problem. And you gotta love it when the problem fixes itself, you know? Boom. More debt. I'll have to consider it. I mean, you know, it's one of those things. I mean, for computers, like honestly, like if you're gonna buy a computer that's $1,000, but for another 500 or 800, you could have like an even better one. It's almost worth just biting the bullet and doing it. And even if it's a desktop, just like, I don't know. I think you should do some research on what's out there because I think you'd be surprised. Klarna that bitch. Hardware prices are through the roof right now because of AI. 32 gigabyte RAM kits, even in a DDR4. Most of that is Spanish to me, but I do get it. Fuck, man. When I built my computer, I think I bought a 3060, and I think I don't even want to admit how much I paid for it. I think it was like $1,000 or something. Maybe it wasn't that much, but it was way more than it should have because everyone was trying to do stuff and there wasn't enough to go around. Are you sure it's not your internet? Because I ended up buying a second internet just so that way when I streamed, that was the only thing on the network. I got wrecked opening Star Wars booster boxes. Even at that price point, you got them? That sucks. I would say at least RTX 3060 or RTX 5050. My laptop I've been using for recordings in 20, but at the time it was like, yeah. I have so much RAM, I need to sell some on eBay. Why not? Yeah, Reformed. Sorry, I'm not much help, dude. I'm not the biggest computer guy to begin with, so it's definitely rely a lot more on others when it comes to that type of stuff. But I would believe Mike. Mike has a tech channel. He knows what he's talking about. We're talking about Star Wars, the Asmodee one, right? I asked Phantom what he thought about me selling other things in my eBay store, and he said, go for it. It won't affect me at all, so... Yeah, I mean, just because you sell cards doesn't mean you can't buy sell other things. Obviously, you only have... If you have a store subscription, you only have so many, like... store options. You can get like 6. So like if you're selling clothes and stuff, it might be a little wonky, but just do it. If it doesn't work out, then just delist them all and do something else. But I think you'll be fine. Is there an echo in the room, Mike? No, I'm just joking. Yeah. If you need help, let me know. My other YouTube channel is Tech Sector. Most of my hobby spending my money comes from me renting out my computers to do AI compute. And you put it into cardboard. You filthy madman. Insanity. 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 D K V F S. All your channels rhyme. Retro Mike collects. Retro Mike techs. Do you have a cooking channel called Retro Mike Tex-Mex? OnlyFans, Retro Mike, sexy time. Retro Mike, yeah, I feel like you have an endless MCU at your fingertips. The ultimate battle, the ultimate victory. GUVOSTW. What's everyone got going on this weekend? I gotta work. I gotta work Saturday and I gotta work Sunday. Then I get Monday off. Usually I get 2 days off in a row after a long week, but I have to go do a CPR class to keep my immunization license, and then I have to work 2 additional days, and then I'll finally get 2 days off in a row, and it really is pretty lame. We're having an issue right now where everyone's super lazy except for me, and it's starting to... My bosses, I think, were thinking I was pumping smoke, but now that they realize that it's happening, and because I'm not handling it anymore, I'm making them deal with it, things are starting to get fixed, and it's great watching them all squirm. Well, not squirm, but you know. When you say things constantly and then nothing happens, and then you think like, oh, maybe they don't notice, and then they do, it's like, yeah. Confirmation that you really do know what you're talking about. Another reason I can't wait to have this be my full-time thing, because I don't want to deal... As much as I love my bosses, I want to do my own thing, and I want to be my own boss, and I want to make my own decisions. I'm just working every day. I don't know when my next days are off. I mean, technically, there are no days off, but, you know, I hear you. I just got a case of Fab Compendium of Wraith coming tomorrow. First time breaking a case of anything. It's going to be fun. Did you get it at a good price, man? Fab can be a little, you know, boom or bust, but if you got it for a decent price, I hope you do really, really good. What up, Bronze? What's up, Rick? Bronze, when you listed everything, how often were you getting order on TCG Player? What was your for? Would you still advise listing everything to maximize sales volatility or over just shifting? I listed everything out of necessity because I really didn't have a whole lot of expendable income. But when I got, you know, when I started getting up to like 30, 40, 50, 60,000 cards, I was probably getting 5 to 10 orders a day. And some of them, you know, some of those days it was just like, you know, 3 or 4 15-cent orders. But on average, you know, yeah. And then once I started getting to 100, 120, 140, it was started to be like 15 to 20 a day. And then like, especially with Pokemon, there were so many master set orders and I still tell myself, like, I'm probably going to still be listing everything to a certain extent. I just, doing this as my focus, catching up on my backlog of the good Pokemon stuff as a focus. And then while I do that, I'm still thinking about how I want to do the other stuff. Dude, Juneteenth is preventing me getting out orders today. Today's not Juneteenth. Yesterday was Juneteenth. Wait, are they closed today? Did they take 2 days off for the holiday? Because I went to go drop off a bunch of orders today, and they're never late, and I did not think about that. Wow. Wow. Tell me that's not true. Well, how well did the non-holo sell for you? I mean, for Pokemon, obviously the reverse holos and holos are always going to sell better. But it just came, I mean, I had so much listed that it was impossible to not get those sales. So even having all that, there was still some days where not a lot of the regular stuff went, but the days where it did go, or someone came in and would make a 200 card order for master sets, those penny cards going for 15 or 20 cents did some serious damage as far as margins go. So, you know, I would definitely say if you're at a spot where you don't have a lot of extra income to buy and sell stuff, and it's hard to come across things, listing everything is not going to hurt. And in the worst case scenario, you just blow up your whole store like I did when you get to a certain point, and you know, figure it out. USPS opened yesterday. Maybe they cut out early for today. Wait, June 19th or June 18th? I thought it was June 18th. I'm not going to say I don't believe you. Wow. Okay. I'm dumb. Yeah, maybe my post office took an early holiday because they bounced early yesterday. Stuck with shipments all weekend now. Well, there should be some USPSs. I mean, I have a USPS that's open from like 9 to 12 on Saturday, so everything will get processed. Decent price. I do pretty well with Fab on TCG Bear, like other games. They are dead cards. There are dead cards, but a lot of playables. Nice. Yes, Mike, I have to eat my words. I don't know why I thought it was the 18th this entire time, but you are correct. I'm sorry I doubted you. I should have never done that. I should have never been that guy. You're always right about everything, so the fact that I would have thought you're not right on this is just blasphemy. Blasphemy on all counts. Random kindled fury. Zala. S. G. K. Y. T. S. R. The doors are open for me tomorrow to deliver envelopes, but not boxes. Oh no! Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, there it is. This whole entire pack is crunched. You see that right above my finger? That sucks. Thankfully, there wasn't any expensive cards in it. God, that's so lame. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Yeah, there's no getting that out. Lame. So weird. I've never seen that before.
Hello there.
Yo, what's up, Nerd of Beard? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Just bring in the boxes? Wait, you don't have like a drop-off chute where you can drop off boxes? When it comes to boxes and bubble mailers, anything that I can shove into one of the the mail bins, I just do. I don't care. It's going in. My wife said not to trust you, Retro, because you said here and not here. So, that's a valid point, dude. It's a valid point. Why? Whew. Zada CF H K A C F U Y T. All right, last red pack, and then we can start sorting these bad boys. Okay. CF. Fist of Flames. All right. Your wife is a smart cookie. I think he's hitting on your wife, Reformed. I don't know. That might just be me, though. Sounds a lot like it. All right, let's see. Z. Why so serious? Stack. 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 Okay. Yay. Look, I'm not pointing out, I'm not picking on Juneteenth anyways, but I feel like sometimes there's just way too many federal holidays. And with the post office like being on the cusp of like bankruptcy or whatever, like you bitches need to get to work. You need to save the postal service so it's not all run by UPS and FedEx. Jenga tower is complete. Nope, there it is. Jenga tower. And now we sort. Technically I already have. I just it's hard to record. But so I am going to be starting Monday trying to record multiple videos in a day and schedule them all out because my pain point has been getting home and doing them in a timely manner. So I'm trying to do between my weight loss thing, the weight loss stuff, it's going to be a little easier to do daily, but between the gaming stuff, some of the weight loss stuff, and then this channel, I'm going to try to do like 3 to 4 days of content on one day off and then 3 to 4 days of content on another day off. Which is why I was trying to do like a thing for a day. So like Sunday is Sunday morning conversation. Tuesday is eBay recap. Wednesday is TCG player recap. Friday, I'm going to do some kind of acting thing going forward. So on and so forth. And having dedicated time on different days to piece everything out during the week is going to make things a lot easier to keep up with. It's just time management really is the main thing, but if I'm being completely honest with myself, because it is a lot. Sounds like a very busy schedule. It is. I mean, I do it to myself, but I also, I don't know. I keep trying to live like I'm constantly up against the wall. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm also trying to like not get burnt out. So if I could manage to do that on my 2 days off and then focus on the rest of the week on everything else, you know, if a new set comes out or some random topic comes up, then I can pull out a camera, do a quick video, make sure I stream daily. That's the one thing is I've done a couple decent streaks and then had a couple days off or whatever. But I'm really trying to get to the point where I'm streaming every day no matter what. Cutting out the sugar when I first started doing everything was kind of like making me super tired, so it was affecting other stuff. It's a lot. Just a lot of stuff. First world problems. Worse things have happened to better people. Damn, I got like 8,000 of these stupid vampire chicks. Bathe in Dragonfire. Bloodfire. Battle Rattle Shaman. I like it. I like it. Vitamin D helped me a lot with tired when I quit caffeine. I never thought about that. I should have because I work in a pharmacy, but that's probably not a bad idea. Just take a low dose of vitamin D, B12 complex thing. Actually, probably a really good idea. Just in the morning, because I take a multivitamin, but I might as well just up it up, ramp it up. Multivitamin, B complex, vitamin D. Make sure I get everything in that I need. Thank you, Dr. Double Helix. Battle B-A-T-T. Battle Cry. Battlefield. B-C-D-E-E. Belligerent. L. Blood. Feud. Blood Petal. Blood Fire. Bloodlust. Blood Year. Boggart. The brothers Yamazaki. My wife is an actual doctor. Hey, that save on some copays if you know what I mean. Cartouche. You ever, I don't want to say get in fights, but you ever like second guess her when it comes to medical stuff? Because I'm sure just because you're married doesn't mean you're never like, are you sure? Are you sure you're right about that? You sure you're right about that, Doc? CHANCHARCLCOMCOO. Boom, boom. Dropkick, Destructive, Desert, Dreadhorde. Probably the worst situation, because every now and then when the wife is wrong and you want them to say they're wrong and they're sorry, it never happens already. But the fact that she's always already right to begin with probably makes things 10 times worse. Well, better, because I mean, if you have the right information, then fine. But not being able to have the upper hand in those conversations probably gets old fast. Dragon. Hatchling, Dragon Whelp, Dragon Lord, Dragons, Dreadhorde Dropkick. E. That was easy. All right. Fissure Wizard. Falkenrath Marauders. Frontline Heroism. Damn, I thought I had more caves. All right. F-A-T, F-A-N, F-A-L, Falkenrath, F-A-A-A-A, B, C, D, E, F, G-H-I, Fire Prophecy, Fire Spitter, Fists, oops, Firebrand, boom, Fissure, F-I-S-S, Fiendish, F-I-E, F-I-F-L-A, Flames, Fling, Forgotten, Frontline Furious. Boom. G. General Cleet. I thought we had a pal going for that already. Damn, we got a lot of generals. I wasn't paying attention. Holy crap. I'm not hating it. It was like a $10 card. I think now it's like eight-ish. I might be wrong. Could be wrong. Boom, 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 boom. Gorna, Goma. Goblin Surprise, Goblin Fire Slinger. Boom. What's up, Bronze? Yo, what's up, Oreo? Have you ever considered getting one of those sorting machines? I've considered it, but I can't because they're like 20 grand. And I don't know if I'll be able to hoist it up to my apartment. So it's a end game thing. One day we'll get there, but right now, no. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll take that. General, Goblin, Fire Slinger, Goblin Arsonist, Goma, Get to, Goblin Arsonist, A, B, C, D, E, F, Goblin Dark Dwigglers, boom, G, Rabblemaster, Researcher, Smuggler, Surprise, Trailblazer, Gornog, Gutter Snipe. You are getting this Sifter, aren't you? Eventually. I did not end up getting it on the first wave just because I wanted to see it work. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I definitely I ended up playing it a little cautious with that. And technically, like, I had the money, but I would have rather used it at the time to start buying a bunch of stuff. So I did that instead. High quality, baby. What's up, Captain? Yeah. You already can't. I said hello like you haven't been here before. High quality. High quality H2O. Yeah. Yep. But anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. I talked when I did the Sunday morning conversation with Chase. He brought up some points that got me thinking. So I was just like, yeah, I'll wait. What's the worst case? I gotta wait till December or January. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm a masochist, and I'm like doing this by hand anyway. Like, I know I have to do it less at some point, but it doesn't bother me to do all this stuff, so I don't care. J, that was easy. I guess those go there. Cranko. More Kiln Fiends. Oh, you go there, you go there, you go there. Where can I go Sam? Keldon. Kargan. Kindled. Kiln. Kranko's Crewin. Lathless. TCG Player is coming out with it's a Roka. So Roka Sorter is one of the sorters you're talking about, Oreo, and they're coming out with like a non $30,000 version of it. It's gonna be like $800 plus, I don't know, I think it was like $200 or $300 a month as a like a subscription thing for maintenance and support. And it's got some pretty big hype behind it to make it easier and faster to sort and sift through cards. Supposed to be pretty cool, but some of the things it was saying, it was like it can detect foils through sleeves, and like the better Pokemon detection got me and some people like kind of wondering like how much of that is actually true. So I ended up just taking it out of my cart until we could get a better look at it. $25 a month. Yeah. I was gonna say $300 a year, which was pretty close to that, but I wasn't sure. N-E-O, N-E-F, O, P, play, pigment. That was easy enough. 4 letters down. RIORECRENLSRA. Bloop. Gotta raise this mic up so it's not in my it's in my card range. All right, S's. Oh yeah, it's like probably like this big. This about, where's my camera? Like that tall maybe. I just went ahead and got one. I need some automation in my life. I mean, you're not wrong. I was probably overly skeptical, but because I was dealing so much, like all my eggs were into Pokemon for the most part, it got me scared. Because it's already a hard enough time to detect and put the right set with stuff with that. So did I overreact? Maybe, but you know, what's the worst? I figured the worst case scenario is I have to wait an extra 3 months to get one. The best case scenario, the best case scenario is I wait 3 months and get one. The worst case scenario is that it isn't what it is. It's not that good, and then I didn't waste a bunch of money while they fix it. So there's really no like bad or good. It's just I just picked a lane. I'm living with the consequences of my choices. I mean, it only stores 3 bins, but I mean, it's not like you're not going to be doing things on the side too, and you know, so you'll still be doing stuff while it's just like an employee. You're just going to be doing other stuff while it's doing that. You can be, you know, sorting and sifting alongside it. I mean, there's going to be so many ways to tackle using that thing, assuming that it's the hype is all true. That, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's in my hand. I also do 99% magic. Yeah, like magic, it's going to be a cakewalk. What if you got multiple of them? I thought about it. Originally, I had 3 in my cart. But I don't know, like, I never looked into it. I don't know if, like, do you have to have a subscription plan per machine? Because that would be like $75 to $100 a month if you had to have multiple subscriptions to service plans and stuff. I mean, I have a backlog now, but if I churn through it that fast, will I be able to get enough cards to make it worth having that many machines? I've been feeling just fine moving at the pace I currently am. Yeah, and that's a good thing to be, you know? Having a little bit of a backlog is not, well, even a great big of a backlog isn't a bad thing. That's something I had to learn. Like I would get so frustrated sometimes with my backlog, but it's like, if you have a backlog, you're sitting on money. So it's not like the worst thing in the world. S-A-T, oops, Sarkans, S-C-H, S-C-I, S-C-A, C's, shock element O, P, pew, pew. Subscription is at the account level. Yeah. So that's, you know, taking on an extra 50 to 75 bucks to have a couple other machines. Is that worth it? I mean, there's a lot of different moving parts, but ultimately just buy one, make sure it works, and then go from there. For LGSs, they have multiple accounts, one per store. We'll need multiple subscriptions. Yep. Imagine you could just buy machines as you need them. That would be great, but we're in this subscription world we live in where you don't own anything. Nope. Card recognition software sucks ass to code. I bet. I wouldn't want any part of it. Also, I don't even know. I can't even comprehend how that actually works. So, yeah. No thanks. I'll be over here being a dumb guy. A dumb guy with cardboard. That seems like a much better life to me. Do you guys double or anybody? Do you guys code? Like, have you had to deal with like program crazy stuff like that? What's that? I wanted to know like how to do it at least, or like get a very like child understanding of how it works. I don't remember what the platform is, but it's like a video game kind of thing where like you get tasks on how on basic learning how to code stuff. I wish I could remember the name of it, but I bought it like 2 weeks ago to just play around with from time to time. It was actually pretty cool. If you get stuck, it doesn't like tell you outright how to do it, but it kind of just like points you in the direction so you can figure it out. Yeah, boot.dev. I thought, I don't know. It might just be one of those things that, you know, everyone advertises and is crap. I liked it. At least for my simpleton knowledge of all that crap. And it wasn't that much, like, comparatively. It's not like a super expensive thing. If Cardmill works out as promised, they will have sifting and sorting based on price and name. You know, I hope it works out because I know a lot of people bought into it, but when those guys did that thing where they just kind of hightailed it for a while and didn't respond or do anything, that type of stuff just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and I don't know if I want to believe anything they do after that. Sketchy. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. UNSUNLUNC. Volley. Voldaren. How's it? Okay, there's at least two. How's there just one of these cards? Voldaren Duelist, Voldaren Epicure, Voldaren Ambusher, VOLLVA. My specialty is in B2B integration, so all system integrations just come natural to me. What does B2B mean? Sorry to be such a pleb. More than sorting, I want a card retrieval automation solution. That would be sick. I don't even know how you would do that. Wouldn't even know where to start, but that does sound cool. Weaver, Weasel. Oh, business to business. Got it. Okay. Got it. I guess I probably could have guessed that. Bunch of young pyromancers. Zada. Zealous. Z-E-A-L-O-T. Zealot. Boom. Red is done. We did green. All right, now to black. All right, so black decks obviously have Rev, which is like a $25, $30 card. There's that newer card that's coming out that is getting some bump. It was like a 40-cent card. Now it's like an $8 card. It's some other anime chick. Ophelia or something. Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up, Joe? What's going on, man? Oh, that's her. This one. She was about $8 now, $7-8, maybe a little higher. Well, we have what? 4 vampire decks, so we should have at least 4 of them. ideally. What you got going on this weekend, Joe? Yo, Bronze, glad to catch you again. What's up, Crazy Carl? Glad that you could. Glad our paths have crossed once more. What are you doing tonight, man? Oops. Oh, duh. Well, I already did it. Well, we're going to go this way. I keep reaching for the wrong stack. Damn, we only got one of this chick. That's kind of not good. That's kind of not good. Did some listing and zippering tonight. Taking it easy now. I think you should. I think you deserve a break. I think you deserve it. Back on the bulk, been very lazy about 80K laying around that needs to go out to get cash back. Yeah, man, you better get into gear on that. You need those soldiers to return home to Poppy. O, B, D, F, G, M. Village rights. Oh, duh. I didn't even like sort these. Oh well. We're already halfway into this now. The other core colors, I sorted them by deck type, and I definitely didn't do it with this one, which is stupid. I'm dumb. But we're already in. We can't. There's no going back now. Spent half the day clearing out dupes on my store. Finally done. You got them all done? That's cool. Well, I mean, you didn't realize, but also, I mean, good on you, dude, because now you're probably going to do some pretty serious damage. Hopefully. I have full faith that is 100% true. %. Bonus random card in the back. Yeah, and you're probably like me that once you started getting into it, like seriously, and realizing how many errors there were and stuff, that like you just probably couldn't stop. Like you had to finish it out, and leaving it there would have probably bothered you for the rest of the day. That's definitely how I would have been. I would have been like, nope, I gotta. We're just gonna rip the Band-Aid off and do this all now. So the question is, as I list more inventory, how do I keep that from happening to stuff that's already there? Well, if you use like do you use Card Uploader or any of the AI things? Because as long as your titles are exactly the same, they have ways to like find existing listings by title and then combine them. I'm sure in the 1,000 or so I have, there's probably a duplicate or two. Yeah, so if you at the top, it should say combine listings, and then as long as like I'll make sure I they have a search and replace for words. So like if there's titles that are too long, I'll shorten like miscellaneous to MISC. I'll shorten all conditions to 2 letters, all that stuff. Like the uniform rules. So that way when I make all my titles, they on average should match what I already have listed. You're probably going to still run into having them from time to time, but honestly, even if you do, having maybe, 10 or 20, the ratio is probably going to be such less that it's not going to be as big of a deal than having like thousands. That's my guess, at least. And I really don't have a better way of going about it right now, so that's just kind of the way like maybe once a month, just go look. Bronze, when you do your one pack magic, what editing software do you use to put the prices on the screen? I'm planning on busting a box for our first video and want to be able to put amounts on screen. I went to Fiverr and I had them make me something. And it didn't really come out the way I wanted, but it wasn't that expensive, so I went with it. But like that kind of animation thing, I paid someone to make that. Alternatively, you could probably just go to, if you don't want to animate it, I'm sure you could go to Canva or any of the, Adobe's and make like a cool little graphic, or it doesn't have to be animated. You can go on Fiverr and just pay someone probably 10 or 15 bucks to make a cool little like graphic. I don't even know if that animation cost me a lot. I think it was maybe 50 bucks. And yes, I did pause on that right now because packs are getting too out of hand. I can't justify. I mean, it was turning into like $400 a month I was spending on packs for that thing, and I was not. My luck on that was so bad that it was just something I had to stop for now. So once things get like not $15 a pack all day every day, then it'll come back, or I might start doing it like once a weekend or something, or once like or on the weekend. But it was eating into too much of what I was making on this, and it just wasn't really beneficial. I haven't really opened much for myself. I got one box of something the other day. I don't remember what it is, and just yeah, rough. One pack magic will return 6 months post 30th anniversary release. Put on the calendar. Hey, if packs go back to MSRP, you better believe it. I mean, it was fun. I used it, like I said before, like I used that just as a way to start doing something daily. Because I still wasn't making videos even once a week, but I made sure I did that thing every day, so that way I was feeding whatever little algorithm I had that I was posting something every day. And now that we're getting to the point where we're streaming more and more and doing videos more and more frequently, we're still not to every day, but we're close. The necessity is a little less and less. Then I started chopping up like my Sunday morning conversations. I could probably get 2 weeks worth of shorts out of one of those things. It's like there's just so many like avenues you can go down. It almost seems to be too much sometimes with all the choices you have and how to tackle it. Reform needs to do one pack magic daily. That sounds like an even worse loss. I don't like Lorcana. The art looks cool, but the art's like not even like that original. It's just, the chase things, whatever they are, the not the epics, the endowed or whatever they're called. Like they're cool, but you won't stay perpetually in debt. I mean, you kind of have to when you're in business, but within reason. Hey, I am mastering short-term what's the word? Starts with an L. Leveraging. I've got right now, what do I have? I got PayPal Pay in 4. I've got, I think my spending power on Klarna is like $2,000, $2,500. And then I've got one $2,000 credit card. So I open up a PayPal Pay in 4, get this stuff, have it sorted within a week, listed. Once on that week, I then use Klarna to buy another. On the end of the second week, most of this stuff sells. Klarna goes. The stuff from Klarna comes in, sort that. Use the credit card to buy another. By the end of the third week, all my money from the first PayPal Pay in 4 comes in. I pay off that Pay in 4 and then do it again. And then just... That's the goal. We're almost there. We're almost there. The shipping and getting this stuff on time is a little bit of a challenge sometimes, but I want to be doing 3 to 4 cases every weekend of something as long as it's somewhat profitable. I got it endowed Hercules. That belongs to mommy now, sweetie. I said the wrong word. Or did I? That's funny. I know I knew something sounded wrong about that sentence, and you sniffed it out. Good on you, sir. Bought my daughter some booster boxes that look kind of open. I'm up like 30% in 2 weeks. LMO, the temptation is to sell is crazy. Do people even still play the game? Like, I never ever hear anybody talk about playing it. Like, in the last 6 months, all I hear is about how it's not what everyone thought it was going to be. And then that's it. Near to Wells, Rev number 2. Fake your own death. MMT. Damn, we got 4 Rev decks at a minimum. 5. All right, now we gotta check to see. 6. Damn. We'll take that. Enchanted. The faster I get out of debt, the less sealed I have. I mean, I've thought about it. I like having my little ETBs back here, but you know, I've also started thinking like that's between that and my master sets. The master sets that I have built that I'll probably never get completed. If I sold all that and my ETBs that I have, I'd probably have another $5,000 to $7,000. I think about liquidating that stuff every day, but like I like collecting too much, so I don't want to. Everyone jumping on the cookie run and My Little Pony hype instead. That stuff is gonna go crash faster than God knows what when the time comes. Everyone's trying to cash in on so much stuff. I'm not saying don't take your shot on stuff, but hey, I'll be over here making my couple $100 every time I open a bunch of boxes and be happy while doing what I can with the other stuff. Have you ever thought about making your own lots? I have, but the issue is that's going to take forever. It literally takes forever without having a machine, and I don't have a big mix. Like, I have lots of Foundations Jumpstart, but when you're making a lot, you want to have like 100 different cards from like 100 different sets. You want to have a big variety in those lots. Because I'm opening a lot of Jumpstart, I am going to be doing like basic land lots. So like 500 lands, 100 of each land for like $20, $25. Stuff like that. But right now, it's better for me to just list everything, and then I can delist things going forward, or the next time I blow up my store, then I can, you know, take out the bloat. More than likely what I'll do is for cards that are like the really low value stuff, especially for these unboxings. Once I get to like 50 listings of a card, then they're just gonna go in a box for that at some point. I pulled my early sales on TCB from 2014 the other day. Not a single card is worth more now than when I sold them for. Even in this crazy boom, it's a reminder to sell, sell, sell. Yep. And you know, to that, like, you can find anything you want now. So the worst thing that's going to happen is you have to pay more down the road. Which is probably just another reason why I should just liquidate everything. The ETBs I kind of want to keep. I'm not going to lie. I like having a little ETB collection, but the master set stuff, I even thought about like just collecting all the $10 and under stuff because it's not too much, and then like anything over $10 send off to grade or get you know. Who knows? Damn, we opened 20 boxes last time and we only got like 3 revs. And this time around we got 6. This is another card that's like, so we got 6 revs. Those are about 25, 30 bucks a piece. So that's 150. We got 9 Scythe Cat clubs. Those are 30. So that's 270, 370, 440. Yeah, that's like half of our money back almost just in those cards. Those elves, we got like 11 or 12 of those elves the other night. Ultra rares, Pokemon hits from Black and White, XI. Yeah. Never found one to teach you there's no such thing as rare cards. Some may be scarce, but none are rare. You'll be able to find in the future. Yeah, if it wasn't, you know, pre-eBay days, you know, maybe. But nowadays, yeah, you can definitely find whatever the hell you want. Obi Phantom Kenobi says, do what makes your heart happy. And I'm still searching, man. There's some days where I think one thing makes me happy, and then the next day, sometimes it's something else. Definitely. So I live like 20 minutes away from the beach. I think starting soon, I'm just gonna start going to the beach on like a day I have off, like 6 o'clock in the morning, and just go sit out there for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes and just meditate. Don't bring my phone. Well, I'll bring my phone, but I won't have it on. I won't look at any technology and just like disconnect and really just kind of like soul search for a little bit. I think that'd be pretty cool. I've never done that before either, so I feel like, yeah. I mean, people tell me Greninja is so hard to pull, and here I am looking at a stack of them. Really? You have a stack of them? I try collecting anything I get at MSRP, ETBs, or booster boxes. Otherwise, we just rip, which is a way worse choice, I would agree. Thing is though, like I never go to stores and try to find anything, so I'm never gonna find anything at MSRP until everything crashes and becomes MSRP, and I really don't care about that. If I have to buy an overpriced ETB for my collection, so be it. Is it smart? No, but I don't want to. I don't. The time it takes to drive around finding it at a decent price is not worth it already, so I consider paying the little extra that you have to is just like a necessary evil, and then just it is what it is. It is what it is. If you guys are hanging out and you're liking the stream, make sure you smack that like button if you don't mind. Lets everybody know that we're hanging out and stuff. P-U-B-G-T. Yep. I used to worry about like all the dollar cards I need for master sets and paying $2 for them, and I soon realized that either go to a show and make a deal or just pay the extra and then save the time. Absolutely. It still stings a little when you know a card is a market price of 50 cents and you pay $2 for it, but that's probably just comes more with knowing what a lot of this stuff is from selling it. So it's like trying to push back that beast while you're doing your own thing. I'm sure a lot of people deal with that. Scored a bunch of Pitch Black pre-orders. Excited for that to come in. Hell yeah, dude. What'd you get? Some boxes, some ETBs. I know they usually wait on booster bundles for like a little while before they release those. I work next to a Target, Walmart, and Barnes, so I call every day when I leave and swing by for the goods that they got them. That's what's up, dude. You need to start networking with some sneaker bros and start like flipping those things pretty instantly for a decent amount. One box, 2 Poké Center ETBs, and 2 bundles. Hell yeah, dude. I don't have enough patience to fight through the queue. How was your queue when you were waiting on the Pokemon Center for it? Did you have to wait like a ridiculous long time, or was it ridiculous? Was it reasonable? A reasonable enough wait. About an hour. But this was by far the best shop I've been able to get. I really, as far as just personal collection stuff goes, I really should try harder next time. I just never really pay attention to when it is. So that's probably rule number one, is I should probably not sleep on when they happen and try to be a little more active. Delta Rain is probably going to be a nightmare. I might have a horrible opinion on this, but the couple of arts that they've spoiled for Rayquaza look not good. I don't think they look that good. Has anybody seen those? What do you guys think? I don't think they look that good. I hope that is a hype set and it ends up being complete garbage. Really just shock the system a little bit. I get everyone all pissed that one of their favorite Pokemon sets, one of their favorite Pokemon in its own dedicated set is crap. Same, Mike. Hey, I need to go take a break real quick. I need to use the restroom. I got an upset tummy. Come back an hour later. Do not go in there. After you wait on sitting on the John, trying to dodge all responsibility, waiting for a Pokemon drop. True, but it's Rayquaza. Oh, they definitely will. It's just, I don't know. Some of the older stuff definitely looks better, hands down. I don't know. I just feel like if a set for a very well-loved Pokemon were to come out with some really subpar art, it would really get people saying, fuck Pokemon, screw this, da-da-da-da-da. It's possible. Some of the celebration stuff doesn't even look that great either, so who knows? See, that's where I enjoy not having a crazy attachment to it. I really enjoy just collecting the items and getting to sell the bulk cards so I can see all the arts without having to spend it and rip it all. I mean, definitely, yes. I mean, I've said it before. I am definitely a completionist and a collector at heart, so it's hard for me to see some of these cards and not shove them in my binder. But, you know, I've been doing it long enough to where I can usually resist the urge pretty well. Still probably spend way more than I should on ripping. I think that's the oldest tale of time, my friend. I think that's a problem pretty much anyone and everyone has, whether they admit it or not. I'll just rip one pack. The Pikachu's and Mew Classic slots are the only things that kept Celebrations relevant. Yeah. I mean, up until all the Celebration stuff boomed, all the Umbreon and all the random crap, those were all like $3, $4 cards. Part of me wishes I never sold them at the peak, but also it's like, I can't believe that those cards are going to stay that high for that long. If they do, then whatever, but... Speaking of the beach, wife wants to go tomorrow. I hate no-see-ums. Oh my god, yeah. No-see-ums are the worst. Dude, I get no-see-ums sometimes just walking down the street. And like, they go away within a reasonable amount of time, but the scars or the remnants, like the little spots, they can hang around for like weeks. It's gross. It's gross. Damn, we got like none of our girl here. It's very sad. We got two, I think. We got two, I think. I take that back. I kind of take that back. Doom, doom, doom. Villas. Dark Confidant. So bad. Dude, even like putting on like an anti-itch cream and stuff, like basically doesn't put any... Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's miserable. All right, we got like, I don't know, 5 or 6 more packs to go on the black here. Fumulus on all counts. Oops, Volta Whispers. Go over there. Vito! That's a $10 card. It's a little $10 card there. Vito! There we go. P. We got a little bit of a different thing. We have so after in about 30 minutes, I have to hop off because I'm doing my Sunday morning conversation podcast recording tonight. Relatively small channel, but the guy's like super cool, super nice. And I'm kind of looking forward to talking to someone. It'll definitely be a different talk because he's like I don't know how new he's at selling, but he's like a brand new channel. So it'll be interesting to see like what avenues he's super new at, and like ask someone who's like relatively new a lot of questions for a lot of, not necessarily you guys, but a lot of like newer people out there, and maybe like some different takes on some stuff. Is there a video of how to fix duplicate listings with Card Uploader? What's up, One Shot? I don't remember. It's like, I think he's got like 20 subs. He's not big, but he's cool. You'll like him. I don't know if there's a video, but it's just a button that's at the top right next to where it says to combine listings. It will only do it if the title is exactly the same as what you have listed. But it's pretty straightforward. There's not really any messing it up. You got it, bud. W V It's funny, not him, but someone else was like, "Hey, do you like send out questions in advance?" Like, what do you mean? He's like what we're talking about. I'm like, "Oh, no. This is more just we just kind of chat like bros for an hour." And he was like, "Oh, that's not like any podcast I've ever been on." I'm like, "Well, I didn't know I had a podcast until about 3 or 4 weeks ago when YouTube told me I had a podcast. So sorry. If you don't want to come on, it's perfectly fine." He was like, no. I want to come on. Not this guy, a different guy. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It's like, who do you think you're talking to? I'm like the least formal person there is. Have you ever heard of Carbarbarian? He's pretty cool, doing some Commander deck breakdowns for Magic. He is on a list of a few people that I'm actually going to reach out to Monday. Like, hey, I've been watching your stuff, you know, blah, 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 blah. Would you be down to be on and just chat for a little bit? You have to bring the hat. If you don't bring the hat, you can't come on. That's the rules. That Dex and Dice channel, he reached out, so we'll probably talk to him a little bit at some point. Probably try to start bringing on like Phantom and a few of the other regular guys, like as a second time on type thing. Who knows? Yeah, eBay fixed price. I forgot that part, but you can't do auctions. I can't believe we only... Oh, we got 2, I guess. Or 3. We got 3. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. I guess it makes up because we got like 6 or 7 of the other chick. Still a little bit of a bummer. Little bit of a three-way with Phantom and Dex and Dice. I could do that. I'd be like, oh, we have another guest coming in. What the f did you say about me? That'd be funny. Jerry. Or like, I don't know how much you guys are into like politics stuff, but a couple years ago when like H3H3 surprised Steven Crowder with that other politics guy, and he was like super scared of him. Oh, who's this? Oh. That'd be pretty funny. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do we not have those yet? Nope. Nope. Yep. I'd be on the side, like poking the bear, getting everyone to get all riled up.
I can't believe you came. That's what you said.
Yo, what's up, Go viewer? Welcome back to the Derp Den. 14 months in a row on Twitch, giving me all those free shekels. Thank you, bud. I don't know. I don't ever check. Don't backbill me. Don't send me a whatchamacallit. What's the PayPal thing when you take money back? I can't think of what it's called. I don't know why. Anyway, I have stuff for you. Ooh. I like stuff. Small, medium, or lots? And if I came by Monday, would that work? So I have Monday off. BA. Oh, that's why it's not there, because it's an H. Duh. BAS. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, O. Blood. Burglar. Blood. Oh, bleed. A lot of 225 stuff. Chargeback. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Yeah, those cards I posted in the Discord was a small portion of what I found. Oh, those tag teams? I think that was you, right? The tag team stuff? That was fucking crazy, dude. I know it's going to be a while before you can send stuff in, but you better look at that stuff and see if you can send it in. Blood Tithe Collectors. Got 3 different spots on the board, apparently. Blood Tithe, Bloodthirsty, Blood Gift, Boneclad Cleric, Boneclad. A lot of 225 stuff. Love to hear it. I love to hear it. Yeah, if you'll be there Monday, I'll stop by, chill for a little bit. Do 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 do. Creeping Bloodsucker, Contract Killing, CROOCRA.
Hello there.
Yo, what's up, Steven? Steven coming in with the YouTube sub. What's going on, dude? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. You'll be there Monday, last day of the Pay What You Want event. I hope it goes nasty, and I hope you get to hide from the whole thing while all your minions deal with it. Best way to sort Pokemon bulk for sale, and if I'm starting out trying to sell bulk, what's the best way and best place? If it's like bulk, probably TCG player, eBay, you can usually have luck with like reverse hollows and hollows and stuff, but If you're just starting off, I would say getting used to TCG Player is probably going to be a good bet. I sort everything by set and alphabetically. I don't do set numbers because that's just... I would not do set numbers. It's probably going to be harder to find things. And then as you do stuff, you just kind of figure out what works best for you, and then, you know, amend from there. That is precisely how it will go. Well, judging from the last time I was there and you telling me, I hope so. Was that guy that didn't get the Machamp pissed, or did the offering of the ETB for a deal win him over? Doomed. Dross. Dark Bargain. Dire Fleet Hoarder. Disfigure. Doomed. Dissenter. Dreadhound. I agree with people that say TCG is a good way to learn how it all works. Yeah. I mean, if you want to split off and do like a card or two a day on eBay just to like get the hang of doing manual listings, that's not going to hurt. But mastering one is probably ultimately going to be the best way to start. And yeah. No, he will take what he's given to be happy, MIO. But yeah, ETB won him over. Good. I really like using the idea of using sort swift for the chaos system on TCG, but it's so expensive to justify this early. Yeah. Well, that's definitely what makes your brain happy kind of thing, because I love alpha sorting. I'm not going to say that there's not going to be a time where I do it less. I don't know with where I want to go, if I'm ever going to want to go chaos. But I'm not really at that point yet where I really have to worry about it too much. But yeah, from what I've heard from everybody and talking with Phantom last night, I definitely get the appeal. I truly do, even though I don't really get it ultimately myself. Dude, I swear I had a diagraph dude out here before. Oh my god. We've got a lot of deadly disputes. Doomed. Dark Bargain. They only let you do 100 cards. How long before I can upgrade, and would you put playable the most expensive on first? So you have to, like, I think it's like 11 orders. Once you have like 11 orders that have feedback on it, so like a week or two maybe, depending on how fast your cards sell, then it goes up to level 2, then level 3, level 4. Level 4, ultimately you have to have 51 orders and then like 3,000 cards listed or something. I would, you know, I would be okay with losing a tiny little bit just to speed run getting to level 4. But like your $1 to $5 cards and like your EXs and stuff, I would only, this is the only time I would do this. I would list everything at the bottom price and then undercut the very lowest listing by a penny so that your name is at you're the first name that people see. Because you're not going to have a sales record, so you're going to have to figure out a way to get people to click on you, and that's one way to do it, to be at the bottom. Once you get to level 4, and then you're good, and you get the repricer, market price plus a couple percentage points, and then just set it and forget it. Don't listen to anything Retro says. He doesn't know anything. Probably. I'll take your advice. I will not listen to him anymore. If you do alphabetical sort... If you do alphabet sort, the full alphabet tray is 100% worth every dollar. Oh, yeah. You make really good videos too, brother. I've been learning a lot from you. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy. I got friends and family to make my first purchase. Hey, that's... Don't hate the player, hate the game. Level 2 is confirmed orders delivered and 80% feedback. And yeah, I mean 80%. I don't know anybody that has under 80%. It's not that hard. You just have to, you know, just speed run it. If you lose a couple bucks, fine. It'll be worth it in the long run. Pretty cool collection came in today. Lots of first editions, and it was all in this 1995 Suncast Pokemon tackle box. That's awesome. Yep, TCG Player Min minus 1 cent. How I got to level 4 took me 6 weeks. Exactly what I did. That's actually Goat Viewer. He is a buddy of mine, IRL. He owns a store. That's what he told me to do when I first started, and it worked beautifully. Just when you do it, you got to make sure you do it right. You got to make sure you pack things. I got a video about how I package my cards. My other buddies, you know, Phantom and TJ, Pokepaster, a couple others, they have videos on how to, you know, package things up nice and pretty. All that stuff matters when you're trying to build a, you know, a following or a loyal customer base. So make sure you don't skimp on those things. Oh. Doomed Necromancer, Doomed Dissenter, Dread Drosk. Yo, what's up, Beater? Hello, Bronze. Hope you're doing well. I have a question. I noticed a lot of sellers and spillers list low quantities. Is there a strategic reason for this? Do you list higher quantity? Most people just list low quantities probably because they just don't have a lot, to be honest. You know, when it comes to me with the bulk stuff that I was doing, I was listing all of it because I had no other choice. But you know, if you're the person that has 20 copies of a card and that card is semi-playable, you're always going to get those orders because they're going to want to buy all of a play set from one person. They're not going to want to buy 4 cards individually from 4 different people. They're going to want to buy 4 cards from one person. So obviously with like really low end bulk, that might be a little hard, but you know, if you build a wide enough inventory and have a decent amount of stuff overall, yeah. But I'm at the point right now where I don't have enough time to do list small amounts and then refill. It's not a priority for me, so I just blast it all on there. And then if the time comes where there's too much, then I'll make a day of it to like delist some things. What did I tell you to do? Was it legal? Yeah. You told me about the whole TCG player low minus a penny when I was starting. Yeah, just started making content as well, and I'm currently transitioning from pack opening to more thought out videos. That's kind of what I did. I was doing a daily pack opening for a while and it just started not making sense. Silly question, can I use a thermal printer with TCG player? Yeah, what Retro Mike said. I don't though. I have windowed envelopes, so I just, you know, I like windowed envelopes and they're pretty cheap. Depends on said person's definition of legal. 8-bit Goat has he's got a very wide definition, my friend. So, yeah. What do the kids say? He goons a little close to the sun. That's my boy there. He puts the freaky in Freaky Friday. Yeah. Eternal Taskmaster. No Epic here yet? Interesting. Endless Cockroaches. Eerie Expedition Eye. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Yep. Awesome. Thank you, brother. I didn't know I was supposed to just list small amounts and refill so I don't get bought out in 90 card orders. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to... If you have decent stock, it could happen, but I mean, for the most part, it doesn't happen too often. I'm leaving that. My guy, I feel you right now. Yeah, what's up, Ava? Ava TCG, the homie. Dude, your camera is so good. I thought I had a good camera, but every time I watch a video of yours, it just like looks so crisp. Level 4 now, I got 16 orders yesterday. It was a bit too much to handle so soon, so I raised my prices. Yeah, raise your prices, or like just raise your shipping by like $1. Honestly, that's what I would do. I would raise your shipping and not your prices, because that way people will still buy cards, maybe probably a lot less frequently, but they're still buying them at a decent price, and then you get a little extra money for the extra shipping. EXS, EXP, EXT, VT, I, EA, EE, EL, END, ENT, EP. All right. Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong. I think this stack should be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Can you speak on getting subscribers? I started doing this single card reveal videos with a sound that I was getting subscribers. I think I started hurting my channel. List, just post every day. Post every day and don't be afraid to change. I mean, like, I got most of my subscribers on like 2 videos, and then some trickle in, some leave, some join. I try not to look at it every day. I mean, even recently, like, you know, I was getting about 1,000, 2,000 views a video, started slowing down to like 600, 800. I don't really care. You know, it ebbs and flows. So I would just keep doing what you're doing, stay focused, keep on the grind. Try not to stress over the numbers so much in the beginning. You know. Do you recommend offering free shipping over $5? I've always done that, and I still do that. Even on direct, I do that. And then if I get backed up, then I turn it off and do like $2.99 shipping or something. There'll be a day where you know, don't do that anymore or do it very seldomly, but when you're starting and you're just trying to move cards, like, it doesn't hurt. Also, how you, brother? How's life? You need anything from us? Nah, I'm good, man. I'd be doing this stuff anyway, so it's cool to just have people hanging around doing it with me. Got a couple other channels I'm trying to start with, like weight loss and video game stuff, but other than that, it's just get through the work day to get home and do what I like doing. It's true. It took me 12 years to get 55 subscribers, and then one day I trashed on Reform and bam, 1K overnight. I mean, that's what happened to me when that idiot reacted to my video, and then I think I was sitting like a 400 or 500. I was getting like one every couple days, and then I did that. He reacted. I did my first big bulk buy that I recorded. That thing's sitting at like 50,000 views right now, and that's where I got literally like 1,000 subscribers just off that video, and then that was it. And you never know what's going to catch fire. There's some videos that I record that I think are going to be good and they're bad. There's some that I think that are bad and that are good. You don't really know what the algorithm likes. You just, you know, make content that is, you know, basically towards the audience that you build. And if they keep liking it, then it's going to push it out to other people. And every so often someone else will subscribe. And then there's the on and on and on it goes. You know? But that's gonna do it for tonight. I gotta set up this stuff so I can start this Sunday morning conversation episode tonight. Probably be 50% royalties. No thanks. Probably going to be on tomorrow. Well, we should be on tomorrow. I think this weekend we're probably gonna start the gaming stuff. I want to start doing, like, you know, cards during the week, and then like some kind of just casual gaming on the weekend, just to do something a little different and kind of wind down. I might do that. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but there's some like Pokemon games I haven't finished playing, stuff like that. So we'll see. It will happen eventually. I just don't know if it's gonna be this weekend or another weekend. But I love Sunday morning combos. I love that you love Sunday morning combos. I like doing it. It's nice talking to new people. Let's see. Let's see if there's anyone on so we can go raid them or whatever. Yo, Mike X is on. Yeah, let's go ahead and send it over to Mike. All right. Hope you guys have a good night. We're going to send it over to Mike X Collectibles, who will be a future guest on Sunday Morning Conversation as well. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. It should be on around 8 o'clock. It might be a little later because I work till 7:30 tomorrow. But, oh, TJ's going live? Okay, we'll hang out for a minute or two and wait till he's on, and then we'll raid him. Retro Mike loving eBay receipt. Yeah, dude, that's God's work right there. That is something that I could not handle doing myself, but I'm loving seeing the numbers. Loving it. Oh, there he is. Boop. All right, we're gonna send it over to TJ. Appreciate it very much again. We'll see you tomorrow doing something, and then I probably should just do this and finish this out, but I don't know. We'll find out. Hope you have a good night. Say hi to spam. What are we gonna spam in his chat? Spam. I don't know. Spam. What's something stupid? Spam. Spam bronze is best. No E. Bronze is best.